you specifically this time around? What are you getting out of this bye week?
Rest. I mean, I'm about to go home, and it's what, 12:22? It's pretty freaking sweet.
Early day for Aaron Rodgers. Also, his toe, he believes, will be 100% the benefit of having the bye week and not having to play. And that's something he'd been talking about for a long, long time. All right, let's get right to it. Sorry to the folks out there who like the trivia questions. The Super Bowl Confidence Rankings 2021 edition. Chris, you're up first. Of all the 14 playoff teams, if you want to go a non-playoff team, feel free. But there are the odds. Chris, you're up.
Yeah, I look at it. The team I'm going to go with, number one, I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I am. I'm taking them one. Again, it looks like they're getting healthy. I know there's no Antonio Brown. There's not going to be no Chris Godwin. I get that. They're still, in my opinion, good tight ends, of course, with Gronk and Mike Evans. They're getting healthy, it seems like, on the defensive side of the ball. Leonard Fournette's going to come back. I just look at the Bucs and go, if they're anywhere near full strength, I think they're clearly the best team in football. I'm going to go with them. That's a tough one.
Sure,
it's a weird year.
Again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
You could make the case. I don't know that you can make a case for any of the teams, but it feels as wide open as it's ever been.
Right.
The evaporation of the home field advantage makes it harder and harder to pick these games because it's not as obvious as it used to be that the home team has this clear edge because they're playing at home, because road teams have learned how to win away from their home stadium. I'm going to go with the Packers if you're going to leave the Packers up there. I mean, just the law of averages. It's been 11 years since they've been to the Super Bowl. They've got the 1 seed. They had the 1 seed last year. They won the divisional round game. They lost the championship game. All they have to do is win 2 games at Lambeau Field. Now, I'm concerned if the 49ers or the Buccaneers come to town.
You're right.
If it's the Rams or the Cardinals, I'm not as concerned.
Right.
Or, the Cowboys, I don't quite know how to feel. The Eagles, I wouldn't be all that concerned. But if it's the 49ers or the Bucs, I may feel differently. But at least for now, I got to say, going into this playoff run, give me the Packers.
That's where it's weird in a different year. To your point, there is no stand. It's most years we have 1 or 2 teams that we know are above the rest, and the rest of the league is going into the playoffs going, wait, we got to get better in these areas to beat those teams. There's no team that anybody's looking at in either conference this year to go, wait, they're clearly better than us, and if we don't get better in these areas, we can't do it. It is truly a matchup year. I think you said it right. Rams or Cardinals going to Green Bay, I feel great about Green Bay. Oh, big physical Niners, Bucks teams coming to town? It changes my thought. It's really that type of year. It's very weird. Hey, I still talk about last weekend, the Chiefs at the number 2 seed. If the Chargers won that game and they had to play the Chargers, oh, geez, that's a coin flip game. If it ended up being the Raiders, I would have gone, they're probably going to blow them out for a third time. That's where it's definitely different. And to your point, I think I'm gonna go with the Chiefs next. Again, it's not a warm and cozy feeling like it was the last 3 years when I would have picked the Chiefs probably to start the draft. Again, it hasn't been dominant throughout the year, but they've been there, they've done that. They still got a ton of playmakers that can make plays in big moments and change the game, and there's a belief there. And of course, they have a quarterback that's still special. So and a coach that's special. And this is not too big of a situation. I'm going to take the Chiefs next in my list here.
I can't believe you left both number 1 seeds
I know.
for me. How can I not take the Tennessee Titans?
Yeah.
They're getting Derrick Henry back, and not just healthy, but fresh. Everybody else has been playing. He missed more than half of the season. More than half of the season, played in 8 games, missed 9 games. He's going to be back. He's going to be healthy. He's going to be throwing guys around. What a difference that makes for a Tennessee Titans team that learned how to win without him. Now he's back. I'm in hindsight, I maybe should have made him my first pick. I'm glad they're still there at the bottom of round 2.
I got more faith in the Titans than the Packers. I do. Listen, I do think the Titans are being disrespected. I do. I don't want that to be. I certainly think they're very worthy of getting to the Super Bowl. I do. It's not pretty. I guess, there's a few things that I question a little bit. Again, they haven't been in these situations I guess there's something about them. You know what really I think sticks into me a little bit is last week's game a little. In that moment, what Davis Mills moving the ball on them a little bit, it scared the hell out of me to a degree. That scared me that game got close. I think that's why I probably chickened out and didn't pick them with my first 2 picks. Okay, you ready for this one?
Getting harder now.
Getting
a little more difficult.
Well, now you're getting into teams with definite, there's little flaws here. I think after this, I'm going to go to the San Francisco 49ers.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm going to it.
Done.
I am. I just, again, a team that's battle-tested. I look at the 49ers and go, there's no team that they can play that they can't physically match up with on the offensive and defensive line. I mean, we saw, again, they steamrolled the Rams last week on both sides of the ball. We saw them, dominate the Titans in a lot of ways on a Thursday night game where they kicked the crap out of the Titans and lost the game. I look at the 49ers as being a team that's Super Bowl caliber. It's a top 10 defense. The offense with Shanahan and the weapons they have, they're all healthy. It's scary. I'm taking the 49ers as my third pick.
Yeah, look, to get there, yes. To win it, no. To win it, no. I don't think they can win it with Jimmy G at quarterback. Yeah. I think they can get there.
Right.
He's good enough to get them there. He's not good enough to win it. We've already seen that movie 2 years ago. Here's another movie we've seen over and over and over and over again over the course of the last 2 decades. New England Patriots. Yeah, I'm going there. I don't care what their seed is. I don't care that they didn't win their division. Yeah. What do they know how to do? I mean, look at all the games that Bill Belichick has coached in a single elimination setting. The pressure is nothing to him. He thrives on this. He relishes it. He loves it. He lives for it. I think it starts as, I don't want to tip my hand, but obviously the fact that I picked the Patriots instead of the Bills, with both still on the board, gives you an idea who I may be picking when the Patriots and the Bills get together this weekend. But I do believe in the Patriots.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, again, we know they know how to manage playoff football. They're a team that's built for playoff football, run game, defense. They can do that. Yeah, it's just, to me, the question with them is just the newness of the team. Again, they've exceeded expectations. I guess what I question a little is how hungry are they really too? That would be something I look at. But I'm going to go with the Bills the next one. Yeah, I'm with you there. It's tough between these 2 teams here. But the Bills will be the next team. Again, I think they're coached great on the defensive side of the ball. We know they got some issues when teams are big and physical and run the ball. But, man, they're coached awesome. They got a lot of good players still on that side of the ball, even though they might not be dominant in the trenches. And then offensively, they got the greatest one-man show in sport who's dangerous, and sometimes even the best game plans can't contain the guy. So I'll go with the Bills as my next one.
I'll go with the team that is too young to know that they really shouldn't be a serious contender. It reminds me of the 49ers in 1981. Is that the year you were born?
I was born in 80.
You were a year
Yeah,
old.
80.
Oh,
Yep.
Still, but I'll go with the Bengals because they just have that vibe to me where hey, you're not supposed to be here yet. So what? We're here. Deal with it.
Yeah,
that's the attitude I think they carry into it. So I'll go with them next.
Yeah, I get that too. I do. They're scary. Again, we saw they could do to the Chiefs the way they move the ball. Those weapons. Their defense has got some playmakers. Definitely. Again, in a year like this, I would not be shocked, too, especially if the matchups fall the right way. Dallas Cowboys go my next one. Again, Dallas, hey, the offense is overrated. The run game is nothing special. The offensive line's overrated, but they still got players there, and they do got Dak Prescott and some receivers, and damn, that defensive line's got some absolute ballers and killers. To where, I look at that D-line and, they could ruin the game this week for the 49ers. They certainly could. They have that type of capability. Dallas definitely has some qualities of being a Super Bowl team.
Since the Chiefs have already been selected, I'm not tipping any hands here. I'm not foreshadowing what I may or may not be doing later today. But my next pick, given the remaining teams, is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Whoa.
Because of the Ben Roethlisberger retirement vibe, the we're not supposed to be here vibe, and I have vivid recollections of what they did in 2005 where they just started pulling cards one after another, and before you knew it, they were in the Super Bowl. And yes, to our friends in Seattle, the Seahawks got screwed in that game, but it doesn't matter. There's no asterisk on the Vince Lombardi trophy that the Steelers have in the lobby of their facility. Let's take a break. The final 2 rounds of the Super Bowl confidence draft when this Thursday edition of PFT Live concludes right after this. All right, 4 teams left in the Super Bowl confidence draft. Chris, you're up.
I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Rams next. I am. Again,
I am amazed. I'm amazed they're still available.
Well, I think when you look at it, and we got some trust tree issues with the Rams. Yeah, I do. And again, when you're not sure about the quarterback, and then the O-line is nothing special, that bothers me when you talk about playoff football or Super Bowl caliber football teams. But there still is a lot of pieces there that have been there as far as the Super Bowl team a few years ago. There's still a lot of talent on that team, and there's a reason they won the NFC West, which is arguably one of the toughest divisions in football, if not the toughest. Go Rams.
I'm going Raiders here.
Whoa.
Even with the Cardinals. I know the Cardinals were 10-2, but the Raiders enter with, that kind of a magical vibe. They got something going on.
Right.
I could see them get hot and develop confidence and just win. So, it's very low on the list, but I'll go Raiders.
Yep, I got to go Cardinals next then. I'm going to go Cardinals over that. Again, there's some superstars on the Cardinals. Kyler Murray gets hot. Chandler Jones, Buda Baker make a few plays. Holy crap, they could be sitting there. I'll go that. You're such a Steelers fan, though, just by the way. I didn't get to say that in the last segment.
No, I'm not.
You are, too.
No, I'm not.
Holy
I'm not.
crap.
Shut up.
Wear your Steelers sweatshirt.
What's going to happen is the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl now because they're the last
they're
one.
Not.
They're the kid that I always was after they
just
picked
like
the
the Steelers ain't going to win this weekend, okay? Just like that. Bring your terrible tower to the podcast, okay? Pick the Steelers.
We'll be doing it later today. Thanks for some of your time. Shut up, we got to go. Shut up, we got to go. Shut up, we got to go.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.